Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-month readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of May, I'm offering two special tarot offers. One is called The Tales of the Earth, and it's a reading that focuses on bringing forward messages of both spiritual and material growth. And the other one is called In Between the Sheets, and it's a reading that it's more geared to bring forward, relationship insight, relationship dynamics insight, in particular themes of intimacy, sexuality, and the nature of pleasure. So if you would like to know more info about those specials or any other of my tarot services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So, Sagittarius, I do feel like some of you during this mid-month of May, maybe, questioning, have this very inquiring kind of vibration about the experiences you are feeling a little bit stuck in. I think that some of you feel that you are being held back by something, but you don't quite understand what it is. Something that might be, keeping you from have this new beginning, manifested into your life the way you are, hoping for or desiring. Because I feel like some of you want new lives, you want a new life, you want a clean slate, you want to start fresh or have a fresh start happened, but you don't really understand what it's holding you back from fully giving in to this, new version of your reality. Because I think that some of you are only thinking about the new version of reality on the outside. There are things that necessarily are also in need of change within you. This new perspective as well needs to I feel like some of you need some type of awakening in terms of understanding, a different dimension of yourselves, especially for Sagittarius that are more disconnected from their faith, their beliefs, from any type of spiritual, connection. I do feel like some of you need to have that spiritual, relationship before you can have, whatever you are hoping for on the outward reality. So I feel like some of you, the questions you are making and the doubts you have, they are, part of a cycle. I feel like some of you have been in a part of a cycle with this hangman here as your advice that really put, a lot of your relationships, goals, aspirations, things that used to mean the world to you in question. Things that stop making sense, things that stop caring, a level of even of proximity, right, between you and those experiences. So what I want to say is that some of you feel quite disconnected from some of your relationships and some of your, daily routines or your work or your friends. Things that, again, used to be your world are not making sense anymore. And you're trying to, I think that you're trying to go around this in ways that can, cause the less possible, damage. But I feel like your tactic in going around the situation might go against you, because I feel like you could benefit more from opening up and actually sharing, your thoughts, your emotions, your truth. I think that if you would open up and share your truth, you would be well received and accepted by it, because you do have the Six of Pentacles, which means that there's a generous flavor about relationships during this month of May. You might receive, the hand of someone, the assistance of someone that can prove to be very rewarding, again, for you to have a certain awakening or a certain realization of what has been missing. Or some of you could also be helping others during this period of time and finding some, soul connection with that giving energy. I feel like some of you may feel very good by giving. You may feel the calling to give more than what you have been giving so far. Some of you may be very, interested during this mid-month as well into, any type of charity work or humanitarian causes that call to, again, your spirit, the growth of your spirituality, or the growth of actually the access of your higher self into, channeling, your true, vision of the world by dedicating that, or putting that vision into forms where you can actively help others. So basically there's some Sagittarius here that are, finding some meaning and some experience of satisfaction by, fully abnegating themselves from their egos or their priorities, that sense of being self-absorbed just on themselves. I think that for Sagittarius that are very self-absorbed, and you are aware of this, if you could step out a little bit of your reality or your world, your needs, your doubts, I think that if you step out of it and you go out there and you see, how many of us are also suffering, how many of us are also, in desperate need of help and guidance and assistance, you can find a role, for you. And this can help you cope with whatever, again, doubts of existence, suffering of existence some of you are dealing with. Some of you are really dealing with pains. There's a pain about your existence, which means that some of you, you are in a state of suffering that where you're not going to find solution, right, or healing in relationships, in material wealth, in success, in achievement, anything that, it's about this earthy reality, anything that is about this world won't do it for you. It won't heal you, because what you are in need is of your own soul, right? You are in need of God. You are in need of divine flow, right? To heal and help you, recover from this I feel like recover from, return from a place you have lost yourself into. I think that some of you are really lost inside. You might be on the outside, everything might be fine, and you may be still able to cope and deal and do what's expected from you, but inside of you, you are lost somewhere. It's a little bit like the energy of the Alice in Wonderland. You are lost in a reality, in the parallel reality that you might be, that might be where you might be finding a hard time to leave or to find the exit out of that dimension. And the advice is for you, I feel like some of you really need to contemplate things from a different angle in order to find solutions. So if you want to find the exit of this situation, if you want to find a way out from an experience that has been keeping you hostage or imprisoned in a more mundane level of reading, this could be about you being stuck in a position you don't want, right? This could be about you feeling like your hands are tied in a specific situation in your life. That might be about others as well. That might be about a situation where there's a lot of codependency either with family or with people in your life, you might have certain, requirements or entanglements that you may not know how to escape or how to leave, and so you're feeling, like you have no way out on something. So for both Sagittarius that are dealing with this on the surface, on a mundane experience, or that are actually dealing with this in a deeper layer, and for me, this is even for the Sagittarius dealing with this in a mundane level, this is an echo of something that is going on inside of you. But still, I feel like you need to take some time, right, to really tap, or to really embrace, the nature, right, of how things are. By accepting how things are, which might, again, go to this point where you might need to accept that for now, things are weird. Things don't make sense. You don't know the direction. You don't know how to be free. You don't know how to be what you are expected to be. Whatever this is, you might need to accept and embrace how things are, because I feel like some of you are fighting with this. You don't accept how things are. By accepting how things are, you will actually, after that acceptance is kind of properly digested into you, I think that naturally from that acceptance there will grow, a new conscious, a new way for you to look at the situation, and so to find solutions for the betterment of the situation and of your life. Some of you, I think that you're being called to do something that you might feel, again, that it's a sacrifice, because maybe you don't want to hurt others, or you don't want to disappoint others. You don't want to do something that's going to affect people you are dealing with, people you care about. I think that there might be a point in Sagittarius, experience during this mid-month of May and ahead, where you might need to choose you and your spiritual truth, you and your soul, or them. And what I want to say about that is, if your relationships, or the way the dynamics of relationships have been going on so far, do not, have room for the change of your being to be possible, or for this new truth to be embodied in ways where you don't feel guilty or shamed, or again, where this codependency makes you, doubt your worth, or doubt your love, or doubt your cause as well. You might need to choose either you or them. There might be a situation ahead for Sagittarius like this, you or them. Now, you or them, this could be you and the world, you and a love partner, you and family, or pressures from family, you and, work demands. There can be plenty of options, but you are in desperate need of yourself, Sagittarius. I do feel that, especially for this mid-month of May. You really need love, self-love, and love that is of an unconditional and divine nature, so that you can feel embraced in places where no one can reach. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.